Hello, everybody. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. This Tom, darling old man in North Carolina. So you're involved in POTA, Parks on the Air, and over on the page on the left-hand side, if you were to click awards, and it'll populate, and it'll bring you the top 10 awards that you have at present. Right below is going to be some green icons. Okay. One of them is going to say DX entities. Familiar with DXCC? Well, for Parks on the Air, is called DX entities. Now, for you new folks, it's very simple. Alaska, Puerto Rico, Hawaii are considered a DX entity, along with the United States. And then, of course, Germany, France, Spain, England, and on a whole bunch of DX countries that you get to work. So what's this video about? Why am I taking up your time? Sharing some of the opportunities you may have. I've been doing this every day for the last 2 or 3 weeks. When I'm in the car, I hit the ATOS and I tune it up on 10 meters and I go to the spotting page on 10 meters and I listen. I look and I listen. Our sunspot cycle this is an opinion only, pretty much at its top. Another couple years from now, we probably won't hear quite the volume of activity, but we're hearing a lot more activity on 10 meters and 12 meters. Now, I've done an experiment today with Carl. 2 Echo Zero Hotel Papa Italy. One of my DX regulars, if I could use that, like Jean in France, that I can depend on going to do whatever they can to make the contact across the pond. But 10 meters is open. It's up to each one of us to go out and try, and that's what I want you guys and gals to do. If you like DX, don't wait for somebody else to tell you it's happening. If you look at the spotting page, don't assume, well, I can't work them. I can't work them. If you don't try, you don't know. So stop your procrastinating and go try. I've sat on a frequency for 15, 20 minutes knowing somebody's there. I'm hearing other people work them, but I can't hear them. And then all of a sudden, somebody opens the door and I get to hear them. But if I give up so easily, then I'll never have that number grow. You new folks, because you don't hear a pileup, don't mean somebody's not there. Listen for them. Listen for them. Watch the spotting page. Please don't be offended by the following statement, but 20 and 40 are not the only bands that stay busy. So get that cleared off the back of your head and say, well, let me try 20 later, but right now I want to try 12. I want to try 10. I want to try 15. I want to try 17. And I don't want to go there just for a minute and go back to 20 and 40 because that's all dependable. 20 and 40 are quite active. 17, 12, 30 work bands during contest are your bands to go play on because of no contesting permissive there. You're able to work a little bit easier because during contest time, the band conditions, every half a KC is somebody on top of another somebody. So myself, the only reason I would even do anything during a contest time is when I wanted to just go sit in a park. Never tell anybody that I'm in a park because most 90% and better contesters could care less. So why waste my good breath to somebody saying where I'm at? North Carolina's fine and whatever. There you go. But you can go during contests if you want to activate a park without the pressures. Take you a pencil and paper. Don't worry about doing it on a laptop. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I run from one end of the band to the other end of the band, go to the next band, do it again, do it again. Make all the contacts I want. This morning, I went and worked a brand new call on Parks on the Air that I hadn't worked. And the only reason I went and worked him is I've seen him on the spotting page. And I mentioned earlier about not being able to hear, and then all of a sudden, Echo Alpha 4, if I remember right. I got a good memory, short like everything else in life. But the thing is I waited. I went in the post office and took care of my business. I come back out. Believe it or not, I sat 10 more minutes in the parking lot of the post office today on purpose, hoping that the band would change, and boom, it did. I worked him, and he confirmed my call. And what's nice, I went and checked my hunter's log. I'm so impatient. And there he was. He had confirmed the contact. I need one more for me, not for you guys and gals, one more for me to hit 50 DXCC or DX entities. It's slower when you get more, but a little secret is early AM, folks. If you're an early bird, get on the spotting page. If you have the means of a beam or a great elevation, there is lots of DX on the stateside portions of the band. There's some that is not in our plan, but there is a lot of DX. It's there, but you have to start using your head for more than a hat rack and see how you can work it. But not being around, you're never going to hear them. Okay, and being impatient, you're not going to hear them because you won't be there when the band opens up. 6 meters is even opening up. Did you hear that? When's the last time you checked on 6 meters? I'm not going to go there. I'll let you deal with that. There's a lot of DX opportunities out here right now. Stick with 10, 12, 15, and 17. And you'll find that it's probably going to be less crowded than going to 20. And on the East Coast, I can't speak for the West Coast, unless you're up at 5 o'clock in the morning to work the BKs, you're not going to hear a lot of DX on 40 meters on the East Coast. But I could be wrong. I'm just grateful that I'm up and about. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this few suggestions on how to work more DX on parks on the air. Remember, check your hunter's log and see that they uploaded their logs. Some do it right away, some don't. And it's not a race, but we sure appreciate those that get it done. J69 Zulu, I worked him, and it was like 8 hours later, I was in the log. And that was nice. He was my 49th. I need one more to get to 50. Who will it be? November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima. It's on you guys and gals. Go have fun. Play in the upper bands. North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not. Just Dom, the darling old man. If you like the video, tell somebody else about it. Maybe they'll enjoy laughing with me or laughing at me, whichever. 73s.